And we're with John Taylor today, getting ready to open his new restaurant. And it's very exciting, and the flooring is gorgeous. Tell us about what's happening here, John.
Hello everyone, this is going to be Taylor's Genuine Food and Wine Bar. We're hoping to open probably by mid or the third week of May now. We were hoping to open the first, but as with any restaurant in the world, you can never open on time because there's just too many things that come up. But we're getting really close. The bar is almost done. I'm going to start installing the bar top today.
What will be the material on the bar top?
It's reclaimed hickory from the Ottawa River also.
Oh, all the wood here is reclaimed from the Ottawa River.
Well, with the exception of some of the rough building materials.
Huh.
But all the fine finishing wood is reclaimed. The floor has been installed. It's the Logs End reclaimed pine. It's old growth pine. This stuff's been soaking for hundreds of years. And it got on our floor, so we have a pretty cool part of Ottawa history right here on the floor in the wine bar. The banquettes have come in partial. As you can see, they're a nice long back banquette, high back, some really nice fabric. All the colors kind of tie in with the fabric that are in here, so the browns on the floor, the yellows on the wall, and the red on the other wall. But it's coming along very well. All the equipment's here now, but in here, like I said before, it's a very small, tight, open kitchen concept. This place is meant to be really laid back, fun kind of place. So once again, you're going to be able to see all the food being prepared. We've got our 10-burner MKE stove from Montreal Kitchen Equipment. It's installed with salamander. We'll have a little pot sink in here, salad fridge. So this will be where all the hot food will come out of.
What kind of a menu will you be having here?
The menu is going to be same philosophy I've had all my cooking career, which will be Canadian, local, regional, seasonal, and the menu will change quite frequently. It'll reflect Lansdowne Farmers Market opens this weekend or next weekend, I think it is.
This weekend.
This weekend, so we'll be able to get produce from there right away. We'll definitely be working with people like Acorn Creek, maybe Rigo Pine Farms, a few people over there we're going to try to establish some connections with because it's very close and accessible. As with most of the work here, I've done most of it myself, pretty much all of it myself, with the exception of the very skilled trades, which are electrical and plumbing, which you need to have passed by the city, so I can't really attempt that stuff myself. But a lot of the woodworking I've done myself. I've had some help from some very good friends in the neighborhood, and still helping me at this point. So it's been done that way so we could keep the budget reasonable to get the place open, but we still have spent a fairly good sum of money even doing all the work myself. Haven't had to pay for too many mistakes, but it's all worked out quite well. And we'll have our little captain's table here, which is not very pretty looking right now because the bench seats aren't in it right now. But it will be a really cool spot, sort of a high top bar. You'll be able to watch what's going on in the kitchen. If you want to do maybe a little tasting fun menu for the day or something like that, you'll be able to watch it being done. The chef can talk to you, so it's meant to be a lot of fun. That's what we want it to be, a really laid back place, no pretensions, just come in, enjoy food and wine.
So how is this going to be different than other establishments in Ottawa South, Old Ottawa South?
Well, I think the food and the wine are going to be the big focus. Obviously, we're going to be really, as you know, my wife Sylvia, she really concentrates, she's what I would call a Canadian sommelier, concentrating on VQA wine. So Prince Edward County, Niagara, some BC stuff, but we're also going to have some imports because you can't ignore the world completely. And the food's going to be rotational. It's going to be local, seasonal, organic. There's a lot of great pubs and whatnot along here and other restaurants, but we just want to offer something a little bit more interesting, and focusing on the food and wine matching. Because most of the people we'll have on the staff on the floor all have their sommelier certificates, so they'll be able to suggest wines and all that sort of stuff. Our license has been approved. I just have to get my sign off from the health department, the fire department, and the city building inspector, which shouldn't be a problem. I just have one final inspection on my for my building permit, which is the final, and then I've got to get my fire and my health, and the health shouldn't be a problem because I've done everything according to the health code, and I will have everything done to the fire code. I just have to put up a few extra exit fire signs and whatnot, and then we'll be all set to go. So we're here up in the sort of what we call the upper back level, which is going to be the cold kitchen and dish area. All my refrigeration, like I said, is here. My plumber will be coming tomorrow to get the dishwasher and the sinks and everything hooked up. So once we have water and everything's kind of sealed up and whatnot, we'll actually be able to start cooking, which I'm really looking forward to.
Are you going to be cooking, or do you have somebody who's going to do that?
No, I have somebody who'll be cooking most of the time. I've actually hired a chef. His name's John Savis. Young, upcoming talent. Well, he's not that young, but he's definitely got great talent. We're looking forward to having him on board. And I'll definitely be in here on occasion for sure. You know, this is my baby. I built it from scratch, and I definitely want to get my hands in the pans for sure. CA Parody, they brought in a new wine preservation system. It's not the
It's not the Enoteca.
no, it's not the Enoteca. It's much cheaper. So we're going to be able to offer to start off with 3 bottles of sort of high-end wines to be able to try. That'll be under preservation system. So we're looking forward to that. It's a new company that Pierre Parody from CA Parody discovered on a trade show. So we'll be able to offer those kind of cool wines, you know, high-end wines by the glass, by a 2 or 4 or 6 ounce pour kind of thing. We'll probably have that option. And then back here, our cold kitchen, dish area, all coming together bit by bit.
Excellent.
As it gets down to the end, it's just a lot of very small little details that have to get taken care of. And the reason for me doing this whole thing was to really get the experience to see it from the ground up and understand how it works, so that if, heaven forbid, I think to do another one, I'll know how to do it a little bit quicker.
You mean there might be a third?
There might be a third. Who knows? Maybe the year I become a restaurateur rather than chef. I'll be chef restaurateur rather than chef owner.
I see. Well, thank you very much, John. We appreciate this inside look on Omnivores Ottawa.
Thank you very much.
Always nice to see what you're up to. Everybody is very, very interested.
Yeah, well, we'll look forward to seeing everybody here once we get open, and look forward to pouring a glass of wine for you.
Thank you very much. Ciao.
Bye.